Welcome back to Fresh, and this is a fresh new segment talking about recycling today in the program, brought to you by the good folks at Elkhart County Living Magazine. With me is Marla Miller from the magazine and Rhonda DeCare from the Elkhart Environmental Center. And we'll talk to Rhonda in just a bit. But Marla, this is going to be an interesting segment here today, and it's featured in your magazine, this issue, isn't it?
It is. We're happy to have a new feature in the magazine on living green. We know that's a big thing right now, and you know what? It's not going to go away. So I think our readers are going to learn a lot about recycling, and so that's what we want to do in the magazine, to give them some education as well as entertainment. So I think you'll find that here.
Right, and really that's one of the goals here, is to educate, inspire, and inform. And Rhonda, you've been doing that for a while here on this beautiful property that wasn't so beautiful a while ago. Back in the late 50s, this was a dump, and it remained that way for several years.
That's correct. It was operated as the City of Elkhart's garbage dump from 1958 to 1972.
Hard to believe. This is a beautiful piece of property.
Thank you.
Tell me, how many acres are here altogether?
We have about 65 acres, and that includes lots of nature trails and places for people to have a picnic and to join us for education programs.
I like the lodge behind us. Talk a little bit about what's on the roof, the materials that are in the new roofing here.
Sure. Our education center is actually had a new roof placed on it last fall, and we chose to do an environmentally friendly material. And they're called Eco Shakes, and they are made of 70% post-industrial waste.
And some diapers are up there, but you better clarify, Rhonda.
That's right. Post-industrial waste means that it was materials that came from a factory, so the factory recycled them. So not used diapers.
Diapers that have never been used.
That's correct. Diapers that had mistakes in them.
Well, very good. Well, you're going to learn all about the do's and don'ts of recycling in Elkhart County Living Magazine this issue. And Rhonda, how about some basics? And you've got a few samples here in your hands. Why don't you tell folks a little bit about what you've got?
Well, recycling is one of the #1 easiest things we can all do to help the environment. And glass is a wonderful thing to recycle, as long as it's a food jar or drinks came in it. No light bulbs or broken windows, please, but glass. Paper, newspaper, cardboard, junk mail, phone books, school papers, all kinds of paper can be recycled as long as it's clean. No ooey gooey cheesy pizza boxes. And metal is also very recyclable. Steel cans, aluminum cans. In fact, every time you recycle one pop can, you save enough energy to watch TV for 3 hours. They could watch Fresh for 3 hours by recycling.
Isn't that exciting, folks?
And last but not least, plastics. Plastics are a little trickier. They come with a number underneath them. You've probably noticed that. And depending upon where you live, different numbers are recycled in different places. Here in Elkhart County, we only accept 1s and 2s. If you live in St. Joe County, they have a countywide recycling program. They pick up a lot more recycling, so they can take every number except 6.
Very good. Well, recycling is important, and Rhonda, I gotta believe that it's important not only for those of us that are here today, but the next generation especially.
That's correct. That's the big thing, is it saves space in our landfills so that we don't have to keep building landfills all over the place like we had to when the Environmental Center became full.
Rhonda, would you agree, and I think folks will learn more too as they read the magazine article, this issue, that Elkhart County is really nationally leading the way in terms of what we've done right in recycling?
Yes, several years ago, actually, the whole Goshen-Elkhart area was nominated with a Green Award because of the progress people make around here. And within Elkhart County, several years ago, we attained a 50% recycling rate. And a lot of that's not only from the homeowners, but all the industries that recycle here in Elkhart County.
It's amazing. It's a very fascinating story that's developed here in the city of Elkhart. Rhonda, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Rhonda DeCare here from the Elkhart Environmental Center. And Marla, you know, it just gets me a little more fired up about recycling.
It sure does. Now I need to go look through my trash bins at home and kind of separate now. So thanks for educating me on what I need to look for as well.
You'll find a lot of the different location sites in Elkhart County in the magazine. And Marla, what else can you expect to find in the current issue of the magazine?
Well, the current issue that just came out at the beginning of June, we've got, like we said, we like to educate. So there's an article in there on a bedroom makeover. There's some food articles in there as well, some summer salad recipes, and then of course the entertainment with all of the music that's going on in the area. We've got a feature story in there on a local musician. We talk about the community bands in the area. We also have a feature in there on scuba diving. You can actually learn to do that here in the area. And then we've talked about doing some houseboat rentals down in the southern part of the state. If you want to travel but you don't want to go very far because of the gas prices, we talk about some areas in southern Indiana that you can actually rent houseboats and stay on those and do some fishing. So there's a big variety of information in the magazine, and that's just a few of them.
You don't think of Indiana as a place where you'd have a houseboat, but you find out that it really is.
It really is, and you're going to find out in the magazine there is a lot of information about things to do and people within our area that we really didn't realize was all here, and it's been here for quite a while. So the magazine, if you want to get a copy, you can go on our website at www.maplecitymedia.com, and you can actually subscribe right there. Or you can, there's 87 locations throughout the region that is selling the magazine on the stands, or you can call 574-533-2151, extension 346, and also ask for a subscription, and we'll get it sent right out to your mailbox.
And after you've read it, you may want to consider recycling it, right?
That's right. Magazines is another recycled product, so if you don't want to keep it around, we'd like you to keep it around, but if you can't save everything, let's recycle it.
All right. Good idea. Thank you, Marla.
Thank you.
And Rhonda, thank you very much, and we appreciate your opening up your beautiful facility to us today. We'll be back with more on Fresh when we return, so stay tuned.